Osama bin Laden executed the worst terrorist attack in world history. 3,000 Americans were slaughtered right in our streets. And Joe Biden, he knew just how to celebrate. He surrendered to the Taliban. Yeah, he even gave him an entire country, complete with enough military equipment to conduct real terrorism. Great job, Joe Tard. So let's meet the new Afghanistan government. Director of Intelligence, Abdul Haq Wasik. Minister of Borders and Travel Affairs, Nurullah Nouri. Minister of Information and Culture, Karula Karyaka. Deputy Defense Minister, Mohammed Fauzi. And the governor of Khost Province, Mohammed Nabi Omari. Do they look familiar? Of course, they're the 5 terrorists Barack Obama swapped for American deserter Bo Bergdahl. Doesn't stop there. Mullah Mohammed Hassan Khan is the new prime minister. He's on the United Nations blacklist. Mullah Abdul Ghani Baradar, otherwise known as Baradar the Butcher, he's the deputy prime minister. And best of all, the greatest terrorist network in the whole entire world is the Haqqani terrorist network. So guess who the new interior minister is? Siraj Haqqani. And is appointing all his Haqqani family to the government. So let's congratulate Joe Biden and his team. They did something nobody else could do. They created the world's first terrorist state. Great job, Joe. Meanwhile, the Biden administration keeps defining failure down. Inflation out of control. Spending out of control. The Wuhan virus out of control. The border out of control. Biden's bladder probably out of control too. In fact, the White House has lost control of everything. But don't worry, because Joe Biden has our full support.
You know, looks like a tornado. They don't call them that anymore. By 2020, make sure all our electricity is zero emissions. Congresswoman, is this your district?
Grace Ming.
Oh, it's Grace's district. Talk to the people who've been devastated. Just talk to them. None of them were shouting or complaining.
You guys should be ashamed.
Every one of them were thanking me as if it was something special. I mean it sincerely, that I was here.
It's sad that America has come to this. It's sad.
Leave them in ruins and leave Americans behind. Leave Americans behind.
Leave no American behind.
Ronald Wiltrick buried in Arlington, 2011, December 11th. For what? He lost his life for what?
Anything bad about Joe Biden. You're and now we still have 5,000 hostages behind enemy lines, and the Biden administration won't let them leave. So not only did the Biden White House snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, they keep stuffing innocent people back into the jaws of the Taliban. All this right on the anniversary of 9/11, Matt.
Yeah, this is all engineered, create a hostage scenario and then have Biden negotiate it. I mean, throw money at it right before the midterms. Yeah. I figure all they got to do is dress all 5,000 hostages like 12-year-old girls and he'll jump right on them.
I have a little different take. Joe Biden says that this evacuation was an unprecedented success. And I agree with him, because in 100 years, we have failed at nation building. Cuba, the Philippines, Puerto Rico, Iraq. And he built a nation in 3 weeks. Here's to you, Joe. Well done. Hey, and by the way, you're right. Our allies are happy that you did this. That's why you were formally reprimanded in the British Parliament and in the French Parliament. Good job.
Yeah.
When the French complain about your military prowess, you got a big problem.
So, Afghanistan is currently being governed by the 5 people that Barack Obama released and promised to us that they would have no interest in meeting back up with the Taliban and they were going to stay in Qatar and read. At the same time that's happening, the State Department's going to get involved with releasing Americans from Afghanistan as soon as it gets a list of demands from the State Department. And the media is hopping up to support Joe Biden by saying, well, these people aren't really stranded, and they're not really hostages. They're just kind of in limbo, right? No. I'm sorry. These people are hostages and they're stranded. Using your logic, people in prison aren't there because they're serving a sentence. They're just waiting a really long time for a ride home.
Yeah, by the way, there was a rumor that Joe Biden offered the Taliban to become the 51st state, but they declined. They said no because they're worried Afghanistan might become like the next California.
Don't insult Afghanistan.
They're not that stupid.
No.
Next, the Wuhan virus story keeps getting worse. Now, there's a new variant. No, not that moo. This moo right here. It's in 48 states. But the big story, it turns out Dr. Fauci funded the Wuhan lab experiments that created the Wuhan virus, and he lied to Congress. Don't worry. The media covered for him. Yeah. Rolling Stone put out a story that claimed ivermectin overdoses were filling emergency rooms all over America. Turns out, no. Complete lie. Totally made up. But the media is still running with the story today. Anyway, Fauci lied. People died, Matt.
Yeah, not only did they know this story was false, the State Department has been issuing ivermectin to every immigrant who's entered this country for like the last 30 freaking years.
Exactly.
I will say I do like the name Moo, though, because it's easy to remember, because I already thought this story was a load of bullshit manure. You're welcome, John. That's an edit you don't have to make.
Well, I do have to say formally that ivermectin does not work. I mean, it does work, but Pfizer's paying me to say that it doesn't work. You will be happy to know this is a true story. Pfizer is coming out with a daily pill that you can take that will prevent you from getting COVID. And if you have COVID, it will help you get rid of it. It's a daily pill. It will be very expensive, and it will be coming out very soon. Now, how it works is a protease inhibitor, like the HIV drugs and ivermectin. Thank you, Pfizer.
As I see it, there are only a couple of options here. Either the CDC and the National Institutes of Health and the media are complete idiots.
Yep.
Or they're evil. Well, wait a minute. I forgot. There's a third option. They could be evil idiots. It's possible.
So let's see. The sun rose again. A bear pooped in the woods again. The media lied again. And Fauci killed millions again. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing new here. Go ahead. Hey, by the way, we have a big economic story. All those unemployment benefits and all that money the government's been dumping and throwing on everybody for a year and a half just ran out. Yeah! I see we have some people. I see we have some. I see we have some fans of daytime soap operas back there. On one hand, there's 10 million job openings. On the other hand, only 250,000 new jobs are created this month. So what's going to happen here, Matt?
I don't know. I used to have a bunch of unemployment jokes, but none of them worked. I told you I'm back, baby!
Thank you for saying that before I did.
Awkward.
Ronald Reagan said it best. He says the best way to get rid of unemployment is to take away the benefits for being unemployed. With so many businesses just barely hanging on, this will actually probably save a few businesses, unless you're in California, where Gavin Newsom, to buy votes, is giving out more unemployment checks, hoping that it'll buy votes while he kills businesses. Right. So let's hope that works for you, Gavin.
Exactly. My prediction, huge uptick in workers' comp and wrongful termination claims. Man, mall lawyers are going to be having a field day. I was there for 2 minutes and I hurt my back in cooler.
Right. Hey, by the way, if unemployment benefits stop, that means Democrats will actually have to get jobs. That can be terrible for the economy, because I think the average business, if they have a choice between a Democrat worker and nobody, picks nobody. You know what I mean? And last, just after the show gets released, the Gavin Newsom recall will be all wrapped up.
Yeah!
The worst governor in America will either get kicked out in the street or he'll stay in office screwing up California. So big rallies all across California for Larry Elder. I wonder if he's got a shot, or does Gavin Newsom stay or go? What do you think, Matt?
I don't think he's going anywhere. Larry Elder's campaign did a poll and they asked voters if they thought Gavin Newsom's things were problematic. 29% said yes. The other 71% said no es a problema.
Look, Newsom, you better hope you're deposed by this election, because if you don't get kicked out this way, I think the villagers are coming for you with torches and pitchforks.
Yeah. I'm sad to say that I don't think it matters at this point. California is heading toward a bridge that's not there anymore. And even if they apply the brakes really hard now, it's not going to fix anything. Even if you had good people at the top, you still have little Marxist apparatchiks dug into every bit of state government business that'll slow you down. I think it's going to have to collapse before it changes.
Gee, couldn't happen to a better state.
No, it couldn't.
This is not an issue whether California voters want to recall Gavin Newsom. No. The real question is, can California voters vote faster than Democrats can cheat? So I don't care if Larry Elder gets every illegal alien in L.A. to vote for him. Democrats will print up more fake ballots than Joseph Stalin. Besides, Hollywood needs the adrenochrome. So, keep him in there. On the way out, the one place Democrats can get reliable votes, college kids. So how do college kids feel about Joe Biden? Let's ask them. So, where do you find college kids on Saturday? Of course, at the football games. Joe Biden! 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 Yeah! Look, Joe Biden now has a 38% approval rating. Yeah, in 2022, looks like Democrats have to rely upon their only tried and trusted way to get elected, cheating. Again. That does it for the big news. Let's thank Matt, Mike, and Sam. And that means it's time to say hello to Tommy's Garage announcer tonight. Come on over here, Gavin. It's Gavin Babineau. Gavin, what's on Tommy's Garage show tonight? I gotta know.
Tommy, tonight we have the bigot lottery, the professionals, Señorita Fuego. I know, right? And we have a hot trailer for a new release from Hollywood. Wait till you see it. But next, it's time for Worldwide Panic right here on Tommy's Garage.
Did you stop by the Tommy's Garage website yet? It's got lots of great stuff. You can meet the Tommy's Garage crew and check out hot clips. You can even watch old Tommy's Garage shows. And you can get Tommy's Garage t-shirts and stuff. Stop by Tommy'sGarageTVShow.com. That's Tommy'sGarageTVShow.com. Spread the word. We are back! Yeah! And it's time to panic! Segment of Tommy's Garage. We travel the world to bring you the very best stories you might have missed. Joining Mike and Sam, Alec the Millennial. Hey! In China. Yes, the Chinese government doesn't exactly have a good track record of anything, actually. Especially when it comes to human rights. But this may have gotten, they may have gotten this one right. China is banning sissy men from the media. They are concerned about the influence of effeminate Korean and American men, Mike.
This blows my chances of getting on CTV. What does a masculine Chinese person look like? I mean, I don't see Mr. Miyagi playing James Bond anytime soon. I mean, the most masculine guy, look, the most masculine guy they have in China is Jackie Chan, right? And his martial art is literally called Chinese ballet.
If we take Sissy Matt.
It's the wine talking.
Well, where's my glass?
Yeah, when you stop wetting the bed, you can have a glass of wine.
If we take sissy men out of colleges, well, then my campus would have no one. Sadly, myself included.
I knew it. I think it's obvious to me that the internet has had a negative effect on China. Because prior to this, they were very tolerant. I guess they've been watching a lot of Jordan Peterson videos. And that makes them think that somehow they should just beat up on all people who say they're trans or something like that. Yeah. And it's horrible. I mean, the Chinese are so tolerant. Just ask the Uyghurs.
Right. Oh, yeah. If you can find one who's still alive.
Yeah.
Hey, China's getting pretty tough about this. I hear they won't even let Jim Acosta be a tourist. Let's stick around China for a little while. In Hong Kong, everybody knows China is trying to lead the next technological revolution. But did you know the Chinese are leading the way in toilet technology? Yeah, a smart toilet. It can actually tell you all sorts of things about your body. It not only takes your vitals, it actually analyzes your poo. So I guess you could say it opens up another doorway into your body functions, Mike.
Look at how low this thing, and they should rename this thing the Hotel California, because you can sit down, but you can never leave. Look, the product is perfect for the Chinese. I mean, they make crap anyway. Now they have a way to analyze it. Too easy, drill sergeant.
There it was. I don't know about the toilet, but I'm looking at the picture and I'm thinking, wasn't that one of the hosts of Mystery Science Theater 3000? Yeah, that's just what we need. We need toilets that daily sift through our stool so the state knows which ones of our doors should be welded shut in the middle of the night, like they do in China. Yeah, this is a great idea. Government literally up your butt.
They've been trying for centuries. They finally accomplished it. So spacey aliens have been right all along. Nothing like an anal plug to start your day, right? Now that explains the smile on E.T.'s face. And speaking of big hands, it's Tommy's Garage announcer, Mr. Gavin Babineau. What's next on Tommy's Garage, Gavin?
Tommy, later we have The Professionals, The Bigot Lottery, a new release from Hollywood, and we have the premiere trailer. But next, it's everyone's favorite party girl, Miss Senorita Fuego, only on Tommy's Garage.
Did you stop by the Tommy's Garage website yet? You can meet the Tommy's Garage crew and check out hot clips. You can even watch old Tommy's Garage shows. Stop by Tommy'sGarageTVShow.com. That's Tommy'sGarageTVShow.com.
You're back! Yeah! And it's time for Senorita Fuego! Yes, it's time for Senorita Fuego, where Tommy's Garage reaches out to the Hispanic community. So let's welcome our Spanish interpreter, Senorita Fuego.
Hola, amigos míos, los quiero a todos.
Oh, yeah. Just reminding everybody I can't speak any Spanish, so I read the headlines and Senorita Fuego interprets perfectly. Right, Senorita Fuego?
Sí, señor Tom. Yo voy a interpretar perfectamente.
Exactly, that's right.
Y tan pronto como China deje de enviar fotos desnudas de Hunter Biden a los talibanes.
And we have the Tommy's Garage supercomputer interpreter right up here so we can all follow along. So are you ready, Senorita Fuego?
Sí, yo siempre soy lista para Tommy's Garage, señor Tom.
All right, here we go. Our first story. Duquesne University professor Derek Hook says white people should commit suicide as an ethical act.
You first.
You go. Abre el camino, genio. Entonces todos lo seguiremos.
In Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, thieves stole 17 vehicles from a Dodge dealership.
Wow. Dodge.
Coloque un policía en la entrada de servicio. Regresarán en 3 semanas.
Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg and his husband Chasten brought 2 new children into the family.
Oh, ¿de verdad? Bueno, veamos el video del nacimiento. Espera. No, prefiero no hacerlo. Come back.
Next story. Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas from the Department of Homeland Security has declared white Americans support the Taliban and they're ready to carry out terrorist plots against America.
Y todos trabajan en el Departamento de Seguridad Nacional.
To protest Texas' new heartbeat abortion law, Bette Midler has demanded all women refuse sex. Sí.
Nadie está derribando su puerta.
The California recall vote is getting nasty. Larry Elder's ex-fiancé claimed he threatened her with a gun. Yeah.
Él acaba de ganar el voto afroamericano.
Is she saying the same thing I'm saying? Just checking him. Monica Lewinsky was interviewed for a new movie about scandals. It seems she's not really over Bill Clinton quite yet.
No puedes olvidar a alguien cuando todavía te arrodillas frente de él.
And last, Governor Greg Abbott just signed the election security reform into law. Yeah. It's now much harder to cheat in Texas elections.
¿No más trampas en Texas? ¡Yay! Texas es un estado rojo otra vez.
Well, thanks for helping Tommy's Garage with our Hispanic Outreach Program, Señorita Fuego.
It was my pleasure, señor Tom.
Hey, the pleasure's always mine, Señorita Fuego. You know that.
Conozco una actriz famosa que necesita un buen masaje en los pies, señor Tom.
That sounds kind of sexy. Señorita Fuego, everybody! All right. Gavin Babineau, what's coming up next on Tommy's Garage?
Tommy, later we have the Bigot Lottery, and that premiere trailer is coming up. But next, The Professionals with moi. See you in a minute. It's Tommy's Garage.
You're back! Yeah! And it's time for The Professionals. Yes, this is when Tommy's Garage invites the professional entertainers to take their act to China. Yeah, no sissy men here. Hey, the pay sucks, but you get all the dogs you can eat, so fair trade. That's what I'm thinking. All right. Let's say hello again to Mike and Sam. And a Tommy's Garage greeting to the Chocolate Thunder, Mr. Gavin Babineau. And that means it's time for my favorite segment, Woke-Tards of the Week.
Everything woke turns to okay?
Yes, Tommy's Garage finds the stupidest thing woke-tards come up with, and we put them front and center for you. And this week, a bunch of good woke-tard videos. Yay! But one of them rose up from sewage to claim the coveted woke-tard of the week spot. And here it is.
A lot of people take great offense to the idea of white privilege, and so let me just quickly explain something to you. 1 + 1 is 2. So if you are white, 1 + 1 is 2. And so you automatically assume that for anybody else, let's take black people, 1 + 1 is also 2. But that is not the math problem that they're working with. They're literally working with 1 + -20 = -19. Both math problems are correct, but if you don't have the right factors, you're going to assume that the answers are the same. They're not the same. Some people think that being called out for white privilege means that 1 + 1 = 8. It doesn't. You don't have an absurd advantage in that your numbers magically equal more. It's just you're not working with the same problem. Literally, 1 + -20, you have to have 22 ones to equal the 1 + 1 = 2.
Yes, there is white privilege math, and then there's different math for different folks, Mike.
It's his fault.
This is funny. My 6-year-old granddaughter saw this video and she goes, Poppy, drugs are bad. I say, here's a tip. Don't try to create a new form of mathematics while you're on Adderall. Please, don't.
And they all
I can't
are.
believe that. 1 + 1 = 2. Slow down. Slow down. And here's the other thing. I've devoted most of my life to mathematics. It's objective. I love it. Different forms of mathematics. It's made me very, very successful. And in the words of Clint Eastwood, get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Go play somewhere else. Don't bring your liberal nonsense to math.
Yeah, show us something.
You know, I bet her parents are so proud. So proud. You know, so there's a couple of things that she forgot. One, math is a universal language. So it's supposed to be finite. At least that's what I was told. But hold on, I'm black. I'm not supposed to know this. And two, I bet you if two black guys are on the same side of the street as her ass will still go on the other side because she's not real.
Wow.
I'm not quite sure what we just watched. That was like one of those ambling word problems that never really goes anywhere, and you're supposed to show your work. Folks, there is nothing more racist than assuming just because someone looks differently than you do, you have to treat them like a 3-year-old on game night and let them win at Chutes and Ladders.
Right, thank you.
That should be offensive as hell to everybody. There's no dignity in it, for God's sake.
Right. Hey, here's a handy equation for all you libtard kiddies out there who think socialism is so wonderful. Pay attention, here goes. Freedom minus your rights equals socialism. Learn that equation. Speaking of woke tards, whatever happened to this guy?
I probably as far left as you can go. Like, why aren't people just like taking a box? I have an Antifa flag on my wall, and a student complained about that. Maybe you shouldn't be aligning with the values that this is antithetical to. Every year they get further and further left.
Yes, the Antifa teacher Gabriel Geip, who got busted by Project Veritas. He was using his classroom as a training ground to create domestic communist terrorists. He's getting fired by his school district. That's the good news. The bad news is it only took him 10 years to figure it out, Mike.
Seriously.
That's right, big deal. This is like Cuomo. It's a nothing story. Here, I've got a pop quiz. How many other teachers are like that? Yeah. How many parents complained about him over the last 10 years?
Yeah.
And how many of his coworkers knew about it? Look, it's time to take your schools back. Get involved. Make noise. Go to school board meetings. Get MAGA school board members. Do it now. Get involved. Make noise.
You know, speaking of pride, he was awfully proud of himself until he got fired, right? It really made you wonder what's eating Gabriel Geip. But apparently, I know, that was terrible. Terrible blast from the past. But apparently, old boy was just ate up with the communism. He said he had 180 days to practically brainwash your kids. Now that he's fired, the parents have 180 days to kick his ass up and down the block.
Bam! Right there.
You know, there's a reason we quit allowing alcohol and tobacco to be advertised on television. You remember what that was all about? Children are very susceptible to manipulation by images when they're young, and they'll do things that they wouldn't do if they were presented with all the facts. This is the reason that socialist Marxists are getting into the education system to teach children.
Right.
And at the same time they're doing it, they're telling them not to talk to you about it, and if you disagree, they should shout you down rather than listening to what you have to say.
Exactly.
Teachers control the means of indoctrination, folks. It needs to stop.
It's been part of the plan, baby.
Look, don't worry, Comedy Boy. You'll get a job offer from the Chinese Communist Party inside of a week, Max. Or the Biden Justice Department, same thing. Either way. Speaking of woke tars, where can we find the wokest of the woke? In corporate America.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And just how woke can corporations get? Chase Bank unveiled their corporate risk campaign. If you're conservative, Chase will no longer do business with you. Last week, they closed General Mike Flynn's account and his wife. What's in your wallet, Mike?
Let me check. Can you come in here, Nigel? Actually, I am a Chase private client customer. That means they think I'm pretty. This is my Chase private client card, and this is what I'm doing to it right now.
Yeah!
Soul-sucking conglomerate banking institution, these fine institutions are going to boot patriot-minded clients. And at the end of the day, you're just a number until they know what you're trying to buy, right? Which sucks. It's not fair. But if you already didn't have 101 reasons to join a credit union, boom.
Exactly.
Now you know.
Exactly.
Folks, if Chase is opposed to you being politically conservative, then you should honor their wishes by maxing that pig out and then canceling it for your own reasons. You've been canceled by me, and I want to thank you for the new sound system I have in my crap box.
Look, I accept this fight. 1 million people a week watch this show. So first, if you bank with Chase, dump them. It's a few phone calls that change your automatic payments. Big deal. And next, let's spread the reputation of Chase Bank all over the place, like dog crap on your shoe. Yeah. But don't poop in front of any Chase Banks, because in most cities, nobody would know it's a protest. That was a fun segment. Let's thank Mike, Gavin, and Sammy. And, of course, let's welcome back our new announcer for the moment. It might be the one, the only Señorita Fuego.
Senor Tommy, later we have the hot trailer from that secret new Hollywood movie. But next, it's the big lottery. You don't want to miss this. It's Tommy's Garage!
We are back! And it's time to play the Bigot Lottery!
Boom, boom, boom. It's the Bigot Lottery. I hope that asshole doesn't look like me. Yeah.
Yes, it's the Bigot Lottery, sponsored by Speedy's Fast Track. Every week we find the biggest idiots who do the dumbest things, and we force ourselves to guess the race of the idiot, thus proving the futility of bigotry. Joining us, Señorita Fuego! And the Chocolate Thunder Gavin Babbitt, who's back again! And we dragged Brad Miller from the living room. What?
So I'm the only white guy in here. So we
Yes,
find out I'm
you
a
are.
racist now, or when this is over?
You're always
Okay.
like, who's not a racist here? That's your first qualification before I call anybody up here. Sammy, what's the big prize today?
$5.
Whoa! So are you ready, panel?
Yeah.
Are you ready, audience? Yeah! You folks on TV land, come on and let's play the Bigot Lottery. Somewhere in the world, a woman was walking down the street, and she was mad about something. What was she mad about? Like it matters. Anyway, she was with her boyfriend, but somebody else said something like she didn't like. So what'd she do? She stripped. She took off all her clothes.
Sweden.
Right in the middle of a busy street. Why? I don't know. So, very simple question. Is our butt-naked stripping babe from Colombia, Singapore, Ireland, or is this a homey American babe from right here in Newark, New Jersey? Matt.
Boy, I tell you what, I started thinking Flocka when you said homie American babe. That kind of locked me in. So we're going to go with New York, New Jersey.
Whoa, you're going Newark, New Jersey, homie babe.
Yeah.
What do you think, Fuego?
I don't know. Colombia, they know they look good. They don't need a strip, right?
Ah, good point.
Ireland, too cold. No. And then I would say probably New Jersey, because they're like, that's what I got. That's what I got.
Wow. Gavin, what do you think?
I want to dare to be different. I was hoping this was going to be Sweden, but I guess not. That would have been cool. Oh, she's just asking for it. But no. I know. I'm going to get so killed later. I'm going to hope it was a chubby redhead from Ireland. That would have made my day. That would have made my effing day.
What do you guys think out here? What do you think out here?
Dick.
Well, let's meet the woman who knew just how to cool off when she gets hot. Wow, she's from Singapore. Who had it? One person had it. One.
She probably had that new variant or whatever.
Hey, if I'm her,
They have Flocka in Singapore? That's interesting.
I'll tell you right now, if I'm her boyfriend, I get into a fight with her every day. But I do it in the kitchen. Sushi, come on.
Wow.
Next story, in Illinois, a woman tried to skip out on a restaurant tab. But police were right there and they stopped her. But she fought back. With a gun? No. With a knife? No. With a club? Sort of. She whipped out her personal pleasure toy and started beating the cop in the face. Fortunately, he managed to arrest her, although strangely, police did not confiscate the device. The department described the offending weapons as 6 inches long and attached to a nylon harness. Also, not surprisingly, police say alcohol was involved. Now she's cooling off in a jail cell, and unfortunately, she's separated from her happy tool. So, is our gal with a 6-inch pal, black, white, Hispanic, or Asian? Matt.
Well, if she thought that 6 inches was going to hurt somebody, I'm going to have to go with Asian.
I don't know. Us Hispanics, we know judo, you know, like you don't know if I have a knife. You don't know if I have a gun. But I just never see myself being like, you don't know if I have a dildo. No. It's never gonna happen. So, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think that black.
Oh. Gavin, what do you think?
Interesting. I kind of hope it's black. I think that'd be really funny, but it's only 6 inches. I got way more than that. You know what? Yeah, I'm not going to say Asian. On this one, I'm going to say Hispanic.
Hispanic. Well, what do you guys think out here?
White. Guilty.
Well, let's meet the lady with a passion for whacking. Carolee Bilstein. She's a cracker.
Oh,
Who had it? Who had it? 2 people had it? Man.
let's take it back.
Look, first, if you can't use your happy toy as a weapon, you obviously didn't get one big enough. However, at least you can say she went down swinging. Yeah. There you go. That's right.
And you didn't know what she had.
And last, somewhere in the world, workers at a crematorium were about to move a dead body from the hearse into the mortuary. But before they can get the body out, somebody hopped in the hearse and hit the gas. An old-fashioned hearse jacking. Unfortunately, the dead body was strapped to a gurney with wheels and the doors were open. So when he hit the gas, the dead body just rolled right on out. Right onto the street and started rolling down the street. Workers chased the gurney down the street and they eventually caught it, but the hearse kept on going. Eventually, police spotted the hearse driving around and they chased it. The hearse jacker crashed and ran off into the woods, and that's where they got him. So, is our body-snatching scoundrel from Rome, Italy, Mexico City, Baghdad, Iraq, or is he a homie American right here in Atlanta, Georgia? Matt.
Yeah, I don't know. They do some really weird crap with the dead people in Mexico, South America, right? You know all about that. She's a nurse. Come on. I'm gonna go with Mexico.
Mexico.
Hispanic.
Señorita Fuego, what do you think?
Life without love is meaningless. Love without life is necrophilia. So I would say Rome.
You want to go Rome?
How romantic.
I just picked. Oh, come on.
So, wow. You know, I thought you were going to give us like a scene from the next Jackass or something, but no. I am absolutely going to say my people, Georgia. And guess what, homie? All you had to do was steal the cash. You didn't have to steal the whole car. Jesus Christ.
What do you guys think?
Only car people will get that one, but yeah.
What do you guys think out here? What do you think? Let's meet our stiff stealer. His name is Keyshawn Griffin. Homie America from Atlanta, Georgia. Who had it? Well, I got a little better than that one. Never mind how stupid he is for stealing a car. He stole a funeral hearse, like who would notice?
And he's got a freaking mask.
Stiff stealer, yeah.
That's what they're going to call Kamala Harris when she takes his job. I know that.
It looks like a panty.
He's from the hood. He's trying to represent, All right, that wraps up Bigot Lotteries. Give these guys a hand. What do you say? Let's check out the scores. How do we do today?
It's a blowout. Gavin was a dead giveaway there at the end.
What?
Dead giveaway.
All right, did anybody out here get 3?
He gets 1 plus
3. No, but anybody get 2? So 3. Anybody get 1? You guys suck as bigots. I want new, but you guys got to go home this week, study up on being a bigot, and come back next week and get some good grades. That's what I'm saying. All right. You folks out there, I want to know how you did it. If you got a good Bigot Lottery story to send, and if it fools the panel, you get a free Tommy's Garage t-shirt. Stop by Tommy'sGarageTVShow.com, and if you like it, we'll try it. So, Sammy, what's coming up next on Tommy's Garage, my friend?
Next up is that new Hollywood premiere, and we have the super secret trailer for it coming up only on Tommy's Garage.
Yeah!
Want to see the entire Tommy's Garage show? The 1-hour show? Stop by Tommy'sGarageTVShow.com.
Go. Hollywood is changing and they're becoming more obvious about their intentions here. But there's a new Hollywood movie coming up, and Politizoid sent us the trailer. Let's check it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to It's a Woke World.
So if your skin is white, it is time you contrite. It's a woke world after all. It's a woke world after all. It's a woke world after all. It's a woke.
If destruction be our lot, we ourselves must be the authors and finishers.
It's a world of power, a world of fears, and we work long days to make souvenirs. All the millions of down and the leaders aside. It's a woke world after all. 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 It's a woke world. There is a land where you once lived free as a capitalist paid out of bourgeoisie. We could eat to work hard and put gold in the ground if we just get past that wall. It's a woke world after all. It's a woke world after all. It's a woke world after all. It's a
Call them all a bunch of communists, and I believe they are.
Ah! A nice sweet throat punch from Politizoid right to Hollywood. You can check out Politizoid on YouTube. They got more where that came from. So, hey, Gavin, what's coming up next? We're going to wrap this Tommy's Garage show up, right?
Stick around for the end. It's Tommy's Garage.
Yeah! We are back! Yeah! Michael, how you going to fix America?
Oh, my goodness. It's 9/11, and Netflix and Amazon are doing nothing about it. They're hiding the 9/11 movies, so make a different choice.
Right there.
I want to fix America by sending a message to Bette Midler. The Divine Miss M wants all women to go on a sex strike until Texas gets its abortion law fit to her satisfaction. Ma'am, that's not called a sex strike. That's called marriage.
Hey, I'll tell you, I Want to Fix America 3 weeks ago. Tommy's Garage went over 1 million views for the first time. This week, let's do it again. 1 million views. That's not going to fix America. Spread the word. I'm Tommy Yagan. It's time to close the garage. We'll be back next week. So remember, pull up a chair, pop open a beer. It's time for Tommy's Garage Live.